Okay, so before we get into the video, I just wanted to mention a couple things. The first thing being, I am feeling myself in this video. I love this hairstyle so much that I did it like twice immediately following. The second thing being, I originally recorded this video with audio, or at least I thought that I did, but technical difficulties, so here we are. Hey beauty babes, I'm Racquelle and this is Perfected Beauty. So to get started with these twists, I'm starting off on freshly washed hair, and I just started by sectioning and detangling it. So I'm using this spray bottle, which just has water in it and a little of the Shea Moisture's leave-in conditioner, and I'm just pulling it through the hair, trying to get some moisture in it and sectioning it off as I go. I'm also going through it with this wide tooth comb just to make sure it's nice and detangled so that when it's time to get it parted, it's nice and easy to go through. So after I've gone through it a couple times with this wide tooth comb, I just twist the section off and move on throughout the rest of my head. Once all of my hair is detangled and moisturized, I'm going to take it out of these twists and begin parting it in the rows that I want for my Marley twist to be in. After I got the first row parted, I realized that I wanted to go ahead and lay down my baby hairs before I actually did the twist, because I just find that it looks better in the end. And also this gives me time to get started on sectioning my hair. So I laid down my baby hairs, I tied them down with this scarf, and then I got started on the hair. So I'm using this Marley style Afro twist braid hair by Janet. So I cut this hair in half and then I pulled it apart into different pieces the size of my twists. So that way, once I was ready to get started on installing the twist, all I had to do was pick up the hair, put it in, twist it, and move on. To install the hair, you take your section of hair and split it into two, and then place the center of the Marley hair up against your scalp, and then you take the left side of your hair and twist it with the Marley hair, and then in the same direction you'll twist the right side of your hair with the right piece of Marley hair, and then you begin twisting the two pieces together down the length of your hair, and your Marley hair should be secure. Once I get close to the ends of my natural hair, I grab some Eco Styler gel and I pulled it along the ends of them just to make them nice and sleek so that they blend in nicely with the rest of the twist. Here I just included a couple more examples of me installing the Marley hair in case you're not familiar with doing this type of twist. I find that I learn a lot better just by watching what someone's doing, so hopefully this will help you out in the same way. In order to keep the roots of my twist looking fresher for longer, I added some jam-in right at the base before I added in the Marley hair. And I found that just helped to give it a nice clean look for the finished product. Another important step in installing your twists is to make sure that you have your hair stretched out so that way you'll have your ends tapered. So what I'm doing here is I'm just picking up the hair, getting as much as I need for my one twist, and then I'm pulling at it on either end to make sure it's nice and stretched out. That way by the time I get to the end of my twist, it'll be much skinnier than the top. Now that I'm coming up on finishing my last twist, the next step in this process is to roll the ends and dip them in hot water so that way I have that really pretty curl at the ends. So pro tip, if you're gonna curl your ends, you don't have to roll each one individually, which I figured out at some point in this video. So I rolled the ones in the front of my face on their own individual roller. Then I just started to grab them in groups of like 4 or 5 twists and roll them up that way, and the curls came out beautiful. I loved how they turned out, so save yourself some time. Once you have the ends of your twists all rolled up, you want to go ahead and boil some water. And I just used my tea kettle, boiled it in there, and put it in a nice sized mug. And then you just want to dip the ends of each of your twists into the boiling water. You want to leave it in there for a good couple seconds and make sure that you have a towel handy because they will be hot when they come out of the water. Then you just want to take them out of the water, dry them off, Let them cool while they're on the roller, and then once they've cooled down for the most part, you can go ahead and take your rollers out. And this is how my curls turned out. And then it's time for the fun part, which is decorating. So I'm gonna start with this gold cord and just wrap it around the base of my twist. I'm gonna crisscross it in the back, bring it around and crisscross it in the front, and then I'll just continue that pattern down the length of the twist. So crisscrossing it in the front and then in the back, get this kind of like X design down the twist. And then once you get to the end, you want to tie it in a knot. I actually double knotted mine just for extra security, and then you can go ahead and cut the excess off. Exactly how you want to decorate your twist is obviously up to you. So I just alternated back and forth between this gold rope that I showed you, and then also I had these like gold clasps that you can put on, which are easy. You just open them up, put them around the twist, and then squeeze them so that they're nice and secure. So I just alternated between the two of those, flipping my hair back and forth, thinking about the different ways that I would wear it, and placing them where I thought they would look best. After you've got all your decorations set, you are good to go. So here's a little bit more of me feeling myself, loving this hairstyle, and one final spin around just so you can see how it all turned out. I really focused most of my decorations on one side, my good side, but obviously that's up to you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.